Good morning, students. Yesterday we covered homogeneous second order linear differential equation with constant coefficients. How to solve we learned. Today, today we are going for non-homogeneous differential equations. In the very first class I told you that if a right hand side of a differential equation is 0, then it is homogeneous differential equation. Already given the general form a small a into d square y by dx square plus b into dy by dx plus c of y is equal to 0 is a homogeneous differential equation of second order with constant coefficients. Now coming to non-homogeneous differential equation. Non-homogeneous means right hand side is not 0. It is some constant, or it may be a function of x. Then we say it is non-homogeneous differential equation. Are getting homogeneous and non-homogeneous. Up to now we seen how to solve the homogeneous differential equation. In this class we are going to start non-homogeneous differential equations. So, what is the general form of non-homogeneous differential equation and how to solve? Let us see one by one. You see, non-homogeneous differential equation, you will get 5 marks from this topic. Yes, you are going to get 5 marks. General form, so very similar, very same as homogeneous. Homogeneous a into d square y by dx square plus b into dy by dx plus cy is equal to 0 there. Here instead of 0, here it is capital X. So what is non-homogeneous general form? The general form is, here it is, general form a into d square y by dx square plus b into dy by dx plus cy is equal to x. What is x here? Where x is a function of x or constant. This whole can be written as function of d, operator form. That's why we can write this non-homogeneous differential equation can also be represented as f of d of y is equal to x. If f of d of y is equal to 0, if it is 0, then it is homogeneous. Instead of 0, if there is a constant or a function of x that is denoted by capital X, that is f of d of y is equal to capital X, then it is non-homogeneous differential equation. What is the general solution of non-homogeneous differential equation is y is equal to yc plus yp. Y is equal to yc. Yc means complementary function. Cf in shortcut we write, and yp is a particular integral we write p dot I. What is complementary function? Cf. Cf is general solution of corresponding homogeneous. Fd of y is equal to 0. We already learnt in the previous classes how to solve homogeneous differential equation. That solution, the general solution of corresponding homogeneous is our Cf, that is yc. We already known that. Now you have to know only about how to find particular integral. What is particular integral? Particular integral is a particular solution of non-homogeneous, that is fd of y is equal to x. So now how to find this particular solution of a non-homogeneous is important. Are you getting? What is the general solution? The general solution is yc plus yp, where yc is a, already we know it, that is homogeneous, general solution of corresponding homogeneous differential equation. So you know yc, how to find yc in previous classes we learned. Now you have to find yp. What is yp? Particular integral means particular solution of a non-homogeneous. Now we have to know how to find this particular solution or particular integral for non-homogeneous differential equations. So let us go to the method 1. There are depending on this x, we have 3 methods. There are many methods, but in our diploma there are only 3 methods. First one, if the x is e power of x, that is exponential, that is the first method. If x is sin x or cos x, that is the second method. And if x at place of x, it is x to the power of m, algebraic function, then the polynomial x to the power of n, then we say it is third method. So there are three methods. Let us see one by one. Today we are going to cover, what we are going to cover is the first method we are going to cover. Are you getting? So this is a method 1. As I said, this is a method 1. What I said is the right hand side is, what is the right hand side? F of d of y. F d of y is equal to e power of ax. If the right hand side function is exponential, then we cover in method 1. And if right hand side function is sin or cos ax, then we cover them in second method. And if right hand function is of the form x to the power of m, then we cover in third method. So now today, as for today, we are going to cover such a problems, that is second order linear non-homogeneous differential equations with constant coefficients, non-homogeneous. Okay. So in non-homogeneous, the right hand side function is e power of x. So if right hand side function is e power of x, how to find yc we know. At place of right hand side function, you have to put 0, you get homogeneous. Corresponding general solution of homogeneous differential equation is yc. We know that. Now how to find yp. Yp is equal to 1 by f of d of e power of x. At place of d, just replace a. D is equal to a. That is our yp. That's it. Nothing is there. Very, very easy. Now if f of a is equal to 0, then yp becomes in numerator multiplied by x, and denominator take derivative. Are you getting? Note 1, if f of a, that is denominator is 0, it is undefined, then in that case, in a numerator multiplied by x and denominator take the derivative. If again the denominator is 0, then numerator you take x square, denominator second derivative of e power of x. If again 0, then x cube by f triple dash of a. If again f triple dash of a 0, then x power of 4 by f fourth derivative. Like that it goes on. So this is simple method. At place of d, substitute a, and if denominator 0, numerator is multiplied by x, take denominator derivative, and again if derivative 0, numerator becomes x square, and the denominator is second derivative. If second derivative 0, x cube by third derivative. If third derivative 0, x power of 4 by fourth derivative, like so. That's it. So this is a method 1. Are you getting? This is a method 1. Very easy to solve. Once you go to the problems, you can easily understand what is what. So let us try to cover the problems. You will get, damn surely you will get 5 marks from this. Are you getting, guys? Yes, problems on method 1. What is a method 1? The right hand side function should be e power of ax, that is exponential function. So this is my first problem. Solve d square minus 4d plus 3 of y is equal to e power of 2x. This is of method 1. It is non-homogeneous. Right hand side is not 0. Therefore it is non-homogeneous clearly. And right hand side is exponential. Therefore it is of method 1. So how to find method 1? So what is the general solution? General solution is yc plus yp. You know it. yc plus yp. How to find yc? Take corresponding homogeneous. That means put right hand side 0. Then what is an auxiliary equation? M square minus 4m plus 3 is equal to 0. Minus 4 can be written as m square minus 3m minus m plus 3 is equal to 0. M common, m minus 3 minus 1 common, m minus 3 is equal to 0. If m minus 3 common, you get m minus 3 into m minus 1 is equal to 0. That is m is equal to 1 comma 3, or you can write 3 comma 1. So what are the roots of auxiliary equation? Are 1 comma 3 and they are real and different. Yesterday we learned if the roots are real and different, then what is a general solution? If the roots are real and equal, then what is a general solution? If roots are complex, then what is a general solution? Now 1 comma 3 are real and different roots. Therefore, what is yc? What is yc? What is complementary function? Yc is equal to c1 into e power of x plus c2 into e power of 3x. Are you getting? This is our yc is yc equal to c1 into e power of 1 into x means x, c2 plus c2 e power of 3x, that is yc. We learned this in the previous class itself. The yc part, okay. Now you have to go for yp part, particular integral. We have to learn how to find the particular integral itself. That's it. So let us learn, next slide, let us find yp now. What is yp? That is pi, particular integral is equal to 1 by f of d of e power of x. What is f of d? 1 by d square minus 4d plus 3 is of e power of x. At place of d you have to substitute 2. 1 by 2 whole square minus 4 into 2 plus 3 of e power of 2x. Now calculate 4 minus 8 plus 3, that is 7 minus 8 is minus 1, 1 by minus 1 is minus of e power of 2x. This is particular solution, you see. What is the difference between particular and general solution? General solution, you will get an arbitrary constant. You see in case of yc. Yc, what is a yc? Yc is a general solution of corresponding homogeneous differential equation. That's why yc contains c1 and c2. But yp, what is a yp? It is a particular integral. Particular integral means only particular constant you will get. That is a particular solution. Particular solution means no general constant, that is no arbitrary constant. So minus e power of 2x is our yp. We got yc and we got yp. So what is the general solution? Yc plus yp is our general solution for non-homogeneous differential equation. So what is yc? Yc is c1 into e power of x plus c2 into e power of 3x minus e power of 2x is our yp. So overall the general solution of non-homogeneous differential equation is y is equal to c1 into e power of x plus c2 into e power of 3x minus e power of 2x. So this is our general solution for non-homogeneous differential equation. So this is a topic that I want to cover. So I given with one example. So I explain you what is non-homogeneous differential equation, what is its general solution. In general solution it contains two terms, yc and yp. What is yc? Yc is a corresponding general solution of homogeneous differential equation that we already learnt in previous classes. So that part covered. Now we have to learn how to find yp. Yp is a particular solution of given non-homogeneous differential equation. So this particular integral can be found in three methods as per of diploma syllabus. So first method is the right hand side is e power of ax, and second method is right hand side is sin x or cos x, and third one is right hand side is x to the power of m. So if e power of x, then e power of x at place of d you have to substitute a. If by substitution denominator becomes f of a. If f of a is 0, then x by f dash of a of e power of x. If f dash of a again 0, then x square by f double dash of a e power of x, like so on, that goes on. This is the method, the first method, and the problem on that. So let us look for more problems are getting. So this is what I want to show you. You see, first of all is solving non-homogeneous differential equation. D square minus 4d plus 3 of y is equal to e power of 2x are getting. So the solution, general solution, contains two parts, yc and yp. What is yc? Yc is a general solution of corresponding homogeneous. So take auxiliary equation and find the roots, then depending on the roots write the yc. That completes yc part. Then what about yp? That is 1 by f of d of e power of x. What is f of d? This is our f of d square minus 4d plus 3 of y. So 1 by d square minus 4d plus 3 of e power of 2x. What is a here? 2. So substitute at place of d 2, you get minus e power of 2x. Therefore general solution is yc plus yp, that is c1 into e power of x plus c2 into e power of 3x minus e power of 2x is my general solution. So that is our first problem. So let us try to cover more and more problems. So another 30 or minutes are left. So let us quickly move to the next problem. So this is my second problem. Solve d square plus d plus 1 of y is equal to e power of 4x. Again you see, I see the question. Is it homogeneous or non-homogeneous? Yes, it is non-homogeneous because the right hand side is not 0, it is a function of e power of 4x, function of exponential. So since it is a function of exponential, it is exponential function on right hand side, therefore it comes under method 1. So what the general solution contains? The general solution contains two terms yc plus yp. What is yc? Yc is a general solution of corresponding homogeneous. So put right side 0 and solve it. So take auxiliary equation m square plus m plus 1 is equal to 0. No factors, so that you can use m is equal to minus b plus or minus square root of b square minus 4ac by 2. A equal to 1, b equal to 1, c equal to 1. Substitute minus 1 plus or minus square root of 1 minus 4 by 2. 1 minus 4 is minus 3. Minus 1 plus or minus I into root 3 by 2, that is 1 by 2 plus or minus I root 3 by 2. So these are the roots of auxiliary equation. We got the roots. So depending on the roots, now you can write the solution, general solution of homogeneous, that we call here is yc, that is complementary function. Are you getting? So what are the roots? The roots are complex roots. Complex roots always exist in pair, we know. So what are the roots? 1 by 2 plus or minus, it is 1 by 2 plus or minus I into root 3 by 2. We got complex roots. Now complex roots, what to do? What is complex? When roots are complex, then what you have to write? You have to write the solution is if alpha plus or minus I beta is are the roots of algebra auxiliary equation, then the solution is y is equal to e power of alpha x into c1 cos beta x plus c2 sin beta x. So here the yc is e power of, what is alpha? 1 by 2. What is beta? Root 3 by 2. So what is yc? Yc is e power of 1 by 2x into c1 cos root 3 by 2x plus c2 sin root 3 by 2x. So this is our yc. Now you have to find yp. So what the new thing we are learning? All these things we learned in the previous class also. How to solve homogeneous, we know it. Again and again it is coming. But what is the new one you have to learn is yp. So that's why I am moving this slide very fast, and next slide that we have to know what is yp. What is yp? Yp is 1 by f of d of e power of x. What is f of d? D square plus d plus 1 of e power of 4x. So at place of e power of 4x, that is e power of x, at place of e power of x, we are having e power of 4x. E power of 4x means put a d is equal to 4. So at place of d, substitute 4, what happens? 1 by 4 square plus 4 plus 1 of e power of 4x. 4 square 16 plus 4 20, 20 plus 1 21. So what is yp? Our yp is 1 by 21 e power of 4x. Are you getting? Very easy here. Yc is a general solution of homogeneous differential equation, and yp, the first method we learned. What is that? It is 1 by f of d of e power of x. At place of d you have to put a, that is 1 by f of a of e power of x. That gives answer. That is the yp. So once we got yc and yp, you see yp contains only particular constants, not c1, c2, c3, because c1, c2 are arbitrary constants which exist only in general solution. But pi is a particular integral which is a particular solution of non-homogeneous. That's why no general, no arbitrary constants in yp. Now, what is a general solution? The general solution is y is equal to yc plus yp. yc plus yp. What is yc? E power of 1 by 2x into c1 cos root 3 by 2x plus c2 sin root 3 by 2x. and plus yp is 1 by 21 e power of 4x. So general solution of the given non-homogeneous differential equation is y is equal to e power of 1 by 2x into c1 cos root 3 by 2x plus c2 sin root 3 by 2x plus yp 1 by 21 e power of 4x. So this is the general solution of given non-homogeneous differential equation. So this is non-homogeneous differential equation. The general solution contains two terms yc and yp. What is yc? Yc is a general solution of corresponding homogeneous differential equation. Put right hand side 0 and solve, take auxiliary equation, find roots and write the yc. That's it. So yc we know, we learned yesterday itself. Now yp is a particular solution 1 by f of d of e power of x. At place of d substitute a, we got 1 by 21 e power of 4x, we got yc and we got yp. Now general solution is yc plus yp. So this is my second problem we covered. So let us try to move quickly to cover more and more problems. I think only 20 minutes left, so let us move on to the next problem. So this is my third problem. Solve d square minus 4d plus 3 of y is equal to e power of 5x plus e power of 2x. Clearly right hand side is not 0, it is not homogeneous, and right hand side is e power of 5x plus e power of 2x. It is a function of exponential, therefore it is of method 1. What is the general solution? General solution contains two terms yc plus yp. So first of all let us find yc. What is yc? Yc is complementary function which is a general solution of corresponding homogeneous. So m square minus 4m plus 3 is equal to 0 is auxiliary equation. Minus 4 can be written as minus 3 minus 1. If you add, you will get minus 4 and multiply with it, you get 3 for factorization. Take m common from first two terms, m into m minus 3, and minus 1 common from next two terms, you get minus 1 into m minus 3. Now take m minus 3 common. If you take m minus 3 common, you get m minus 3 into m minus 1 is equal to 0. The roots are 1 comma 3. So roots are real and different. If the roots of auxiliary equations are real and different, then how to write general solution, you know. So what is the general solution? That here in non-homogeneous case, we call it as yc. It is a general solution of corresponding homogeneous. So what is yc? Yc is c1 into e power of x plus c2 into e power of 3x. Are you getting? So this is non-homogeneous. Since right hand side is exponential, it is non-homogeneous method 1. General solution contains two terms yc and yp. Now we find yc by using the corresponding homogeneous differential equation. So right hand side put 0, take auxiliary equation, find the roots, and roots are real and different. Then write the yc. Now let us go to the yp. Yp is 1 by f of d of e power of x, that is 1 by d square minus 4d plus 3 of e power of x plus e power of 2x. So far there are two terms. For two terms you have to write separate. So separately I am writing 1 by d square minus 4d plus 3 of e power of 5x, 1 by d square minus 4d plus 3 of e power of 2x. Here put d is equal to 5 and here put d is equal to 2. So what will get? 1 by 5 square minus 4 into 5 plus 3 of e power of 5x plus 1 by 2 square minus 4 into 2 plus 3 of e power of 2x. After the addition and subtractions, what you get? 1 by 8 into e power of 5x minus e power of 2x. So this is our yc. So what is the difference? The difference here is we got, what you got? You got two terms. E power of 5x plus e power of 2x, that we have a two terms. So first term you have to write first term you have to write the first, you have to separate. Are you getting? For the first term separately and the second term separately. That's it. That is the difference between previous problem and this problem. We have a two terms. So a plus b, for a you have to write separately and b you have to write separately. E power of 5x first term and e power of 2x second. and apply the same. For d is equal to a, for e power of x, d is equal to 5, and d is equal to a, for e power of 2x, d is equal to 2. Substitute, you get answer. And you see, yp doesn't contain any arbitrary constants because it is a particular solution. So once we got yp, what is the general solution? General solution is yc plus yp. That is c1 into e power of x plus c2 into e power of 3x is yc, then plus 1 by 8 into e power of 5x minus e power of 2x is our yp. So general solution is yc plus yp is our general solution. This is my third problem. What is the difference in first two problems and third problem is your right hand side is exponential, but it contains two terms, e power of 5x plus e power of 2x. For e power of 5x you have to take separate, and e power of 2x you have to take separately. That's it. So that is only the difference. This is the general solution. Y is equal to yc plus yp. So let us quickly do more problems. Shall we do the fourth one? Yes, another 15 minutes more, so that you can easily move on to the next problem. Yes, let me share one more problem, guys. This is my fourth problem. Solve d square minus 3d plus 2 of y is equal to cos h 2x. So solve means you have to find general solution, that is y equal to yc plus yp. Instead of that, if the question is find complementary function, find complementary function for d square minus 3d plus 2 of y is equal to cos h 2x, then what to do? Then you have to find only yc. Some other times the question may be find particular integral. Find particular integral of d square minus 3d plus 2 of y is equal to cos h 2x. So then what to do? Only you need to find yp, no need to find yc. Complementary function you need to find yc, and particular integral means you need to find yp. And whenever the question is solve given non-homogeneous differential equation, means the general solution becomes, you have to find the general solution. Solve means you have to find solution, that is general solution. Then the general solution becomes y is equal to yc plus yp. Are you getting, guys? The question may be find complementary function. The question may be given like find only particular integral. The question may be like this. In fourth problem we given solve means you have to find general solution which contains two terms, yc and yp. Are you getting? Yes. So this is the general solution of this non-homogeneous differential equation is y is equal to yc plus yp. Now what is yc? Already three problems we covered. Yc is similar. It is a general solution of corresponding homogeneous differential equation. Take right hand side 0 and write the auxiliary equation. You got m square minus 3m plus 2 is equal to 0. Minus 3 can be written as minus 2 minus 1. If you add, you will get minus 3 and multiply plus 2. So m square minus 2m minus m plus 2 equal to 0. Take m common from first two terms, you get m into m minus 2. And take minus 1 common from last two terms, you get minus 1 into m minus 2. Now take m minus 2 common, you get m minus 2 into m minus 1, and the roots are 1 comma 2, which are real and different. For auxiliary equation, what we got? We got real and different roots. Yes, we got real and different roots for auxiliary equation. So if roots are real and different, you know how to write the general solution of homogeneous. The general solution of homogeneous itself here called yc. Therefore, what is yc? Yc is c1 into e power of x plus c2 into e power of 2x of done. That is yc we got. What is yc we got? c1 into e power of x plus c2 into e power of 2x. Now yp, you need to find yp now. Okay, So it is clearly this sign. Let us go for yp. So what is yp? 1 by d square minus 3d plus 2 of cos h2x. It is not exponential. Cos h2x is, if you know the formula, then you can recollect. Are you getting? So what is cos h? Cos hx is e power of x plus e power of minus x by 2. Instead of cos hx, you are having cos h2x. Therefore, cos h2x is e power of 2x plus e power of minus 2x. This is cos h2x. E power of 2x plus e power of minus 2x by 2. Now, it is under method 1 because right hand side function is cos h2x is nothing but exponential. What is sin hx? E power of x minus e power of minus x by 2. What is cos hx? E power of x plus e power of minus x by 2. Are you getting? So that's why I am given in the fourth problem. If the right hand side is hyperbolic function sin hx, cos hx, tan hx, like that, then also you can solve the problem in method 1 because they are exponentials. Are you getting? Now cos h2x is e power of 2x plus e power of minus 2x by 2. By 2 is a constant outside, and you have two terms, e power of 2x plus e power of minus 2x. So e power of 2x and e power of minus 2x, write separate terms. 1 by d square minus 3d plus 2 of e power of 2x. 1 by d square minus 3d plus 2 of e power of minus 2x. Now a is equal to d. A is 2 here and a is minus 2 here. E power of x, e power of 2x, e power of x, e power of minus 2x. So at place of d, in first case, at place of d, put 2 square minus 3 into 2 plus 2, that will become 6 minus 6, that is 0. You are getting denominator 0. If denominator is 0, then what to do? Take numerator as x and denominator derivative. D square derivative 2d and minus 3 into d derivative 1 and 2 is a constant derivative 0. So d square derivative 2d minus 3d derivative minus 3 plus 2 derivative 0. So 2d minus 3 of e power of 2x. And in second term, at place of d, you have to substitute minus 2. What will you get? Minus 2 whole square minus 3 into minus 2 plus 2, that is 4 plus 6, 10 plus 2, 12. So now at place of d, substitute 2 into 2, 4 minus 3, 1. So the first term is x by 1 into e power of 2x, and the second term is 1 by 12 into e power of minus 2x. So multiplied with 1 by 2, what you get? X by 2 into e power of 2x plus 12 into 2, 24. So 1 by 24 into e power of minus 2x. So what is the new thing here we come across is this portion. What is that? 1 by d square minus 3d plus 2 of e power of 2x. At place of d, you have to substitute 2, e power of 2x is there. If you substitute 2, the denominator becoming 0. So when the denominator is 0, what we have to do is, in numerator you have to take x and denominator you have to do derivative. D square derivative 2d minus 3 into d derivative 1, that is minus 3 plus 2 derivative, constant derivative 0, so 2d minus 3. Again substitute at place of d, 2, you will get 4 minus 3, 1. That is the difference. Are you getting? So when the denominator is 0, numerator you take x and denominator derivative. Again if you put d is equal to a, again you are getting 0, then take numerator x square, denominator second derivative, like that. Go on. So this is a new thing we come across it in a fourth problem. Are you getting? So this is my fourth problem. Solve d square minus 3d plus 2 of y is equal to cos h2x. Corresponding homogeneous, you got real and different roots. Now we are able to find yc. But what's the difference is, right hand side is cos h2x, but the method is for exponential. What is a cos hx? E power of x plus e power of minus x by 2. That is cos h2x is e power of 2x plus e power of minus 2x by 2. So this is a new one we got. So instead of exponential, we got cos h2x, writing cos h2x formula, then it is exponential, then it comes under method 1. So the next one here, denominator becoming 0. If you put d is equal to 2, take numerator x and denominator derivative, then again put d is equal to 2, then you get answer. So these are the two things we come across, new things, that is hyperbolic functions you can write in exponential, then they are comes in first method. And if denominator is 0, when you put d is equal to a, then what to do, take numerator x and do the derivative of denominator, then substitute d is equal to a. Again if you are getting 0, then take x square and denominator second derivative, put d is equal to a, like that it goes on. So these are the two things we come across and new things in fourth problem. So let us go to the fifth problem quickly. So what is the time left, guys? It's exactly 10 minutes to go. So let us cover one more problem here. So what is yc? What is general solution? Yc plus yp. That's it. What we find, yc we got c1 into e power of x plus c2 into e power of 2x, and yp is x by 2 into e power of 2x plus 1 by 24 into e power of minus 2x. Then general solution is yc plus yp. That's it. So let me go to the next problem. So this is my fifth problem. Solve d square minus 3d plus 2 of y is equal to e power of x plus 1 all square. Right hand side is not 0, it is non-homogeneous, and right hand side is an exponential, therefore it is of non-homogeneous method 1. We are right now dealing with method 1 only. So let us try to, so what is the general solution? General solution contains two terms, yc plus yp. Let us try to complete yc very quickly because you know it. What is yc? yc is general solution of corresponding homogeneous differential equation. So take auxiliary equation, m square minus 3m plus 2 is equal to 0. Minus 3m can be written as minus 2m minus 3. In the previous problem itself we got the same. So take m common, you will get m minus 2, minus 1 common, you get m minus 2. Now take m minus 2 common, you got m minus 2 into m minus 1. Therefore m is equal to 1 comma 2 real and different roots. 1 comma 2 are two real and different roots for auxiliary equation. So what is the general solution? The general solution is y is equal to c1 into e power of x plus c2 into e power of 2x. c1 into e power of x plus c2 into e power of 2x. Are you getting? So this is my yc. Now you have to find yp. So this is a yc we calculated, very similar to the previous problem. But what is the new thing here is in right hand side you are having e power of x plus 1 whole square. So finding yp is our new one. So how to find yp? So let us go to the yp. So my yp is 1 by d square minus 3d plus 2 of e power of x plus 1 whole square. E power of x plus 1 whole square. This is a just we got e power of 2x, e power of x, or e power of 5x plus e power of 2x, or sin hx cos hx. But now here e power of x plus 1 whole square, right hand side function is e power of x plus 1 whole square, that is a plus b whole square. Nothing is there, it is a plus b whole square. A square plus 2ab plus b square. What is a here? E power of x. What is b here? It is 1. So a square. What is a square? E power of x whole square. E power of x into e power of x. E power of x plus x, that is e power of 2x. 2ab, 2 into e power of x into 1, that is 2 into e power of x. And b square, that is 1 square, it is 1. So what are you getting? Yp is 1 by d square minus 3d plus 2 of e power of 2x plus 2 into e power of x plus 1. How many terms? You got 3 terms. So separate for the 3 terms. Separately write. For every term you can write separately. So for e power of 2x, 1 by d square minus 3d plus 2 of e power of 2x. For 2 into e power of x, 2 constant outside. So 1 by d square minus 3d plus 2 of e power of x. 1. For 1 by d square minus 3d plus 2 of 1 can be written as e power of 0x. Should be exponential. Therefore, I am writing at the place of 1. What I am writing? You have to write in exponential because method 1 is exponential. So, e power of 0x. So, for not only 1, for any constant, if it is 5, take 5 outside and at the place of 5 can be written as 5 into e power of 0x. If it is 11, 11 into e power of 0x. If it is k, k into e power of 0x, k outside for e power of 0x, we can apply the method. Are you getting? So there are 3 terms. For 3 terms you are writing separate. This is the first term and this is for second term taking 2 constant, and this is the third term at place of 1 writing e power of 0x. Are you getting? So this problem almost covers all type of problems. Single problem we are getting everything. So in the first case, what to do? Put x is equal to d is equal to 2. If you put d is equal to 2, 2 square minus 3 into 2 plus 2, that is 6 minus 6, it becomes 0. So denominator becoming 0, if you put d is equal to 2, the denominator becoming 0. So when denominator is 0, if denominator is 0, then what to do? Write in numerator x and take the derivative of denominator in the denominator. So what you get? X by d square derivative 2d and minus 3 into d derivative 1, therefore minus 2d minus 3 plus 2 derivative 0. So I am taking x in the numerator, I am taking the derivative in the denominator 2d minus 3. Are you getting? Then substitute 2 here. Substitute at place of d, you can substitute 2. 2 into 2, 4. 4 minus 3 is 1. So x by 1 e power of 2x. This is the first term. And coming to the second term, if you put d is equal to 1 here e power of x is equal to 1. So substitute d is equal to 1 in this. What do you get? 1 minus 3 into 1 plus 2. Again 3 minus 3, it is 0. So in numerator take x and denominator you just take the derivative 2d minus 3. Now again put d is equal to 1. 2 minus 3 is minus 1. So this is 2 into x by minus 1 into e power of x for the second term. And for the third term, put d is equal to 0. 0 square minus 3 into 0 plus 2, 0 minus 0 plus 2 means 1 by 2 into e power of 0x. 1 by 2 into e power of 0x is 1, therefore e power of 1. So overall, what is my yp? What is my yp is x into e power of 2x minus 2x into e power of x plus 1 by 2 all. This is particular solution, no arbitrary constant in the yp. X into e power of 2x minus 2x into e power of x plus 1 by 2. Are you getting, guys? So what a lot of new things, everything come in the similar problem. You see a plus b all square, you got 3 terms. For the 3 terms we are writing separately, and you see the last term is 1. For at place of 1 we are writing e power of 0x because method is exponential. What is a method? Method comes under exponential. So constant can be written as 1 can be written as e power of 0x. Are you getting? If it is 5, 5 into e power of 0x. If it is 11, 11 into e power of 0x. If it is 90, 90 into e power of 0x. That's it. So every constant can be written in form of exponential. So that is a new thing we got. And if you substitute 2 in the denominator, d is equal to 2, you get 0. So you are taking x in the numerator and derivating denominator. Here also taking 1 at place of d, again 0. So taking numerator x and denominator derivative, again substitute d value. In first case 2 and second case 1, you got yp x into e power of 2x minus 2x into e power of x plus 1 by 2. I got this is my yp. So what is our general solution? The general solution is yc plus yp. So general solution is yc plus yp. What is yc? c1 into e power of x plus c2 into e power of 2x. And what is yp? X into e power of 2x minus 2x into e power of x plus 1 by 2. So altogether, what is my general solution? The general solution is c1 into e power of x plus c2 into e power of 2x plus x into e power of 2x minus 2x into e power of x plus 1 by 2 is my general solution. Yc plus yp. Are you getting? So This is the time we have to close the class, but one more time I am giving the fifth problem. You see d square minus 3d plus 2 of y is equal to e power of x plus 1 whole square. So yc you know how to find, take a corresponding homogeneous, write the auxiliary equation, find the roots, then depending on the roots, real and different or real and equal or complex, write yc. That is we already learned in previous class. And for yp we are having e power of x plus 1 whole square, a plus b whole square, expand it, a square plus 2ab plus b square. You got three terms. For each term write separately and substitute. If you substitute, the denominator is 0 for first two terms. So take numerator x and denominator derivative, again substitute the d value. Now the third term is 1. 1 is not exponential, so at place of 1 write e power of 0x, that is a becomes 0, therefore put d is equal to 0, then you will get it. Are you getting, guys? So this is my yp and yc we got. Now go for the general solution. Y is equal to yc plus yp. So c1 into e power of x, c2 into e power of 2x plus x into e power of 2x minus 2x into e power of x plus 1 by 2 is my general solution for the fifth problem. So we all covered all types of problems. So let us try to go to the homework, today's homework. Now today's homework, guys. So before giving homework, what I want to tell is, today we covered the non-homogeneous. Non-homogeneous general solution contain two terms. First one is yc, which is we already learnt how to find. It is corresponding general solution for homogeneous differential equation. So yc you know, and yp is a particular integral. This particular integral can be find it out in three ways. That is three methods we have depending on right hand side function. If the right hand side function is e power of x, we are learned today. So how to find pi, that is yp. So e power of x, right hand side exponential, then we covered. So read the method. Then try to practice all these problems. Try to practice all the 5 problems we covered. You see the fifth problem, the fourth problem, we are having cos h2x. So if the right hand side is x, not exponential, but if it is hyperbolic function, then also you can do every hyperbolic. Sin hx, cos hx, tan hx can be written in exponential form, that we covered. And right hand side, if it is constant, you can write, if it is a 6, then you can write 6 into e power of 0x. That constant can also be converted into exponential. And if it is having two terms, e power of 5x plus e power of 2x, for e power of 5x you can write one term, and e power of 2x you can write another term for in yp. If it is a plus b whole square, then a square plus b, 2ab plus b square, you get three terms. For three terms separately you do it. So almost all types of problems we covered. So try to practice these 5 problems. Everything is there in this problem. I selected in such a way that every concept, every type of difficulty come into these only 5 problems. So I chosen like that. And all these are previous questions for 5 marks. So you will get 5 marks. So first read the method, that is the first method we covered. Then practice all these 5 problems. Then try to do the homework. So this is my homework. First one, solve d square minus 5d plus 6 of y is equal to 3 into e power of 5x, 3 constant outside at place of d, you have to put 5 in finding pi. Yc you know, you are bothered about only yp. And second you see d square minus d plus 1 of y is equal to sin hx, hyperbolic. And third one, d square plus d minus 6 of y e power of 3x plus e power of minus 3x. Two terms. For first term and second term you have to write separately. All type of problems I given in homework also you see. Are getting sin hx and true terms and becoming zero term. Everything is there. So try to solve homework, and if you are having any queries, then you can mail me at naresh.debadi@gmail.com. Try to practice the problems, try to do the homework, and if you do the homework, please post me in our Google Classroom so that I can verify and respond you very quickly. And if you have any queries, you can mail me in this mail. You can mail to this mail at that is naresh.debadi@gmail.com, or you can post in a Google Classroom also. So another 2 methods are remaining. In next 2 classes we are going to cover the other 2 methods. So until then, bye guys. Thank you very much. See you tomorrow. Stay home, stay safe, stay healthy. Thank you. Bye. See you.